This video is about embracing your exterior attributes, silencing your inner critic, and creating confidence that goes beyond your reflection. Here is how adult acne made me more confident and more rooted in myself. I've never really had acne problems in my life before, but in 2024, when I was 23 years old, I started getting like redness and pimples. It began slowly, but it increased and increased and increased. No matter how many regimens I tried, no matter how many times I changed my bed sheets, but reality was that I got acne. Honestly, it was so hard not to let feelings of insecurity and feeling unattractive and like that sense of unworthiness creep in. However, what I found now in hindsight is that this became like an opportunity for me to create more stable confidence outside of my exterior attributes. Learning how to love myself even more beyond the societal expectations of how we are supposed to appear in this world. Now this video, it's not about skincare tips or products to prevent acne-prone skin. This video is more about the mental and emotional side of dealing with acne, or really any insecurity, because I want to help you become your best friend. Becoming someone that loves and supports you through every stage of your life. That is the least that you deserve. You deserve that and so much beyond. And it's time that you give that to yourself. Now, most of the time, it's not others being mean to you. I find that we are our harshest critic. And maybe you don't say criticism to yourself out loud, but watch the thoughts that you think. That is your inner dialogue. That is you talking to yourself. Subconsciously, we've been taught to associate our flaws with us being less worthy, and that is through marketing, promotions, products. Everyone wants to sell us stuff. Most of the common insecurities that we see today, it's a result of companies creating this idea that we should be ashamed of certain stuff and that they have a product that can offer the solution to that. There's nothing wrong with buying those products. I do. But also being conscious about that it's not something inherently bad to have acne or any other thing that you feel insecure about with your body. It's not something wrong. It's something that we've been taught is unattractive or less favorable. But why is that? Well, because companies want to profit off you. Being aware of that, it helps you get that reality check of that there's nothing really wrong. It's just the way we think in society right now. For me, that makes it less dramatized. It lowers the pressure a little bit because I'm like, okay, well, it's something that society has created. It's not that it's something wrong with me. Beliefs and norms, they change all the time. Who knows, in 100 years, maybe pimples are the new freckles. Maybe pimples are a sign of hormones, which is a sign of youth. Of course, we want to be young. That's what everyone tells us we should be. This is like the kind of mindset that beauty standards have and that we buy into. Just having that awareness as well. We've been taught to associate our flaws with us having less worth. This inner voice, it convinces us that acne or any other insecurity of yours, that it makes you less valuable. But here's the truth. You would never talk to your best friend the way that you talk to yourself. If you catch yourself thinking mean or degrading things when you look yourself in the mirror, then catch yourself. Come on, apologize to yourself as well. And make sure that you know that you didn't mean that you didn't intend to make yourself feel bad. You need to pay attention to the things that you're telling yourself in the mirror. When you see your reflection in your phone, in the mirror, on a photo, make a habit of treating yourself like your best friend. And by reshaping your inner dialogue, you can start to replace your shame with acceptance, compassion, and real self-love. That unconditional love that accepts you and invites you in at every stage. For me, my shame around my acne, it started shrinking when I stopped hiding it. Posting pictures of myself with bare skin, with acne showing on social media, That was so liberating for me. I still enjoy wearing makeup, like right now I'm wearing makeup, but when I display my bare skin when I feel like it shuts down the internal shame by embracing my current features. Knowing that if I want to wear makeup, I'll wear it, but if I don't feel like it, I don't feel like I have to. And by doing this, I'm subconsciously telling myself that you have nothing to hide or be ashamed of. And this takes away the anxiety of like, but what if they notice? Yeah, they notice and they don't care. Seriously, people are so obsessed with themselves. They don't care as much as you think. Vulnerability, it's not a form of weakness. I think it's a strength. And by saying, this is me, you take back the control and you de-dramatize your insecurity. Sometimes I look at old pictures and I see how my skin looked when it was much more clear, and I catch myself thinking, I thought that it would have gotten better by now because I've been having acne-prone skin for a year now. I did think that it was gonna be clear by this time. But this process, it has made me reflect on like, what features do I have right now that I'm gonna miss in the future as I grow older? I am learning to embrace my exteriors at any age, caring for myself without shaming myself for changes in my body such as acne or aging. Your confidence, it needs to be rooted in who you are and not how you look. Tying your sense of self and your confidence and your self-worth to your appearance, that's so fragile. That's not gonna work because appearances, they change over time. You go through life and that is wonderful, and your body does the same. It also goes through life. So be graceful with your body for doing that, for enabling you to go through life. And so what if you have some acne? I've worked a lot with how I'm talking to myself this year, especially when I look in the mirror. When I look closely, I see a beautiful human shining through, regardless of acne. Your appearance, that is just sprinkles on top. Real confidence, it comes from within. And I know that's like a saying, but it's so true. As with a lot of things, I think society has an unhealthy obsession with clear skin. And as with freckles that we talked about earlier, freckles, they're praised while acne is frowned upon. And this double standard, like, it can deeply affect people's confidence. But also, as we established earlier, societal norms, they're not fixed, they're just trends. Your love and compassion for yourself, that needs to be stronger than society's obsession with certain appearances. And it's important to recognize that you can challenge these norms every day by showing up authentically, whether that's with makeup, without makeup. When you stop hiding, you show others that beauty is diverse and it's human. And of course, I'm wearing makeup right now because I want to, but I also want to display examples of how I look when I don't wear makeup or when it's not in this lighting. It changes vastly. I just want to be transparent about that. And of course, I don't want acne and I'm taking steps to treat it, and that takes time to address. And you can't bully acne away. You can't bully away your insecurities, because your insecurities are not why you're bullying yourself. It's deeper than that. It's not about the insecurities, it's about that you don't feel like you're enough. So you're always gonna find something new that confirms that belief that you have about yourself. When I started believing more that, you know what? I am beautiful just the way I am. I am beautiful regardless. That's when I started seeing myself beyond acne. Insecurities, they're so individual as well. Maybe some people are going to understand, maybe some people are going to think that it's nothing to care about really. But it's not about that, it's about your experiences. Your feelings and your experiences are valid, whatever your insecurities may be, but deal with them, because you deserve to live a life fully without that inner bully. While working on solutions for my acne, I remind myself to be patient and to be gentle with myself. I so look forward to the day when I'm having clear skin, but I refuse to spend the days leading up to that feeling shame and insecure about my face. When my acne started, I was on an exchange semester in Barcelona, and I'm so happy that I never let my acne stop me from experiencing anything. It was a beach day, okay, no makeup, let's go. Not letting it stop me from living and experiencing to the fullest. Sharing your vulnerability, it doesn't just empower you, it also inspires others to do the same. And by making those hard decisions, like choosing to not bully yourself in the mirror, because it is so easy to do that, but we can do hard things. And that creates such a ripple effect of positivity, more than you realize. And your looks is the least interesting thing about you. Imagine how confident you will feel when your skin clears up and you're just rooted in this self-confidence. And then when your body changes in some other way, it won't shake your confidence as much, because it's rooted in who you are and not how you look. Acne or any insecurity that you may have, it does not define you. Even though it feels like that, even though that's all you can think about when you look in the mirror. That's because you've thought those thoughts so many times that your brain automatically goes there to think those thoughts. But you need to change that narrative. And when you think kind thoughts to yourself enough times, that's where you're gonna go on autopilot and not to the bad ones. Acne or any insecurity, it doesn't define you. What defines you is your energy, your kindness, how you make people feel, how you make yourself feel, your laugh, your humor, your essence. And by loving and accepting yourself at every stage, you build confidence that isn't determined by external validation or temporary circumstances. You know that you are more than enough at this one, at the previous one, and all the future stages to come.